Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. We'll continue our lesson before for finding speed. Today we will discuss about the second method for looking for the velocity. The second method is using a relative velocity equation. For the first method, we has been discussed for instant center method. Now we will discuss about the relative velocity equation method. Look at the illustration below. This is have absolute motion and relative movement. For definition is the relative motion of an object to another object is motion of an object to another object is considered to be at rest. If the two objects move respectively, then they have a difference in absolute motion. For example, for this illustration, a person walking on the train. If the train is moving right and at an acceleration 60 km per hour, while the person on the train is traveling at speed about 20 km per hour to the left. The absolute speed of the person is 40 km per hour to the right direction, and then the person relative speed to the train is 2 km per hour. Furthermore, you can look this illustration. If the velocity to the right direction, we can use a negative, and then to the right direction, use positive. Now we can calculate for velocity for the truck is minus 70 km per hour. Velocity for train is 60 km per hour, and then velocity man relative to train is minus 20 km per hour. And then we can see the velocity about the train relative to truck. We can draw for this equation. V truck equal to V train direction V truck. Furthermore, you can draw some line with a row. You can draw the velocity for the train and then velocity for the truck. The velocity about the truck and between the truck and the train is have opposite direction. Truck for the left direction, and the train is have a right direction. So we can count about the velocity train relative to truck is 70 km per hour plus 60 km per hour. So the result for velocity for train relative to truck is 130 km per hour. And then ask for velocity man absolute. We can use this equation. V man equal to V man relative to train rho plus V train. We can draw the line same before. This is for velocity man absolute. For the illustration, you know that the velocity man is 20 km per hour on the train. but the train have 60 km per hour to the right. Yeah, if man to the left and the train to the right. Yeah, so we can use the line and this illustration. The absolute velocity of man is 60 km per hour minus 20 km per hour. So the absolute velocity of man is 40 km per hour. And then for velocity man relative to train is 20 km per hour. For the illustration before, we used the two direction in one line here, right direction and the left direction. Now for the second illustration, we use about two direction or factor direction like this illustration. Consider the speed of the vehicle on aircraft carrier. The absolute speed on the ship is 40 km per hour, and the relative speed of the vehicle is 30 km per hour. This is speed for a ship, and then this is a speed about vehicle relative to ship. Yeah. We can do the illustration about absolute speed vehicle running. VA equal to VA relative speed for VS for velocity for ship. And we can draw about the line same like our direction. For vehicle or aircraft relative to speed, we can use the line to upper direction or y-axis direction. For the ship velocity, we can draw the x-axis direction like this, and then we can calculate about the velocity of our vehicle is VA equal to velocity aircraft or vehicle relative to ship plus velocity for ship. Now we can calculate with Pythagoras or this position. We can draw about the measurement for this line. If x-axis have 40 km per hour and then y-axis have about 30 km per hour, we can measure this line and then we can have the result about the velocity absolute speed for vehicle or aircraft is 50 km per hour. We can use about the Pythagoras method or only for measure about this line also. The following will given an example of determining the speed using graphical velocity vector equation. In the following figure, you can see the launcher or crank mechanism or slider mechanism. We suppose that the angular velocity of the link 2 is counterclockwise. This for direction omega 2 or angular velocity on link 2. The direction and magnitude of speed of point A is located on link 2, which rotate toward a fixed point, O, 1, 2. So we can conclusion about the linear speed in point A perpendicular to the radius about link 2, this direction. So for equation is VA or velocity, linear velocity, equal to the radius O12 A multiplied angular velocity omega 2. This angular velocity have the radius O12A at point A with respect to the fixed center of rotation. After that we define about the mechanism. This is a three link about the mechanism before. The direction of the velocity at point B is parallel to the line X. Line X is for a slider or crank mechanism, and the direction of relative velocity of the point B with respect to the point A or VBA direction is perpendicular to AB. This is for the direction VBA or velocity point B relative to A. Point A is modeled as a fixed point, and velocity VBA is centered on point A as shown following figure. So the velocity of point B can be determined using the following relative velocity equation like this: VB equal to VA plus VBA, or velocity B point relative to A. VB direction equal to VA plus VBA. Furthermore, as a complement to the example, we can use the example below. Suppose the angular velocity at link 2 is omega 2 is 30 radian per second for angular velocity at link 2 or omega 2, and the scale of figure is 1 in 10. From this scale we can know the dimension of O12 A for this radius is 30 cm, and the AB radius AB or link 3 have dimension 56 cm. The velocity of point A, we can calculate VA equal to 30 radian per second multiplied 0.3 meter from the radius O12A, and then the VA have value 9 meter per second. Now for the velocity polygon we can create as follow 3 steps. The step maybe you must describe the velocity vector with known direction for VA, known direction and magnitude on VA, for example in certain scale. For example 2 meter per second per centimeter. Thus the length of the VA vector is 4.5 centimeter. The second step, describe the absolute velocity vector with known direction for VB, namely VB. As you know, VB have direction for x-axis because this is a slider. VB direction is like this. After that, we will draw on the step 3, grab the velocity vector on point B and point B. uh, or velocity b relative to a, phi b a. Yeah. Phi b a have the direction perpendicular about a link AB, like this. This is for phi b a, perpendicular for link AB or link 3. Now we have a complete factor for the following mechanism. For VA have dimension 4.5 cm equal to 9 meter per second. After that you can measure for VB and VBA. From the following mechanism before, if the link tree expanded to triangle ABC, like this illustration, we can looking for the velocity at point C with projecting link ABC to the polygon before. Yeah. This is polygon before for VA, VB relative to A, and VB. Yeah. For velocity at point C, you can draw the projected triangle like this, yeah, with the same scale. Yeah. Now you can find the velocity at point C with measure the direction for VC. The conclusion about the shadow method is the angular velocity of the link is equal to relative velocity of point to another point divided by distance between the 2 points. Yeah. By looking at the sample, the angular velocity of link 3 omega 3 equal to velocity divided by the radius. The velocity VB relative to A divided by the radius AB. This is for the direction for VB relative to A. Now we will discuss about the velocity for another velocity condition, cross point velocity. In the following figure, show the link mechanism at point B. This is another condition like a cross point velocity. There is 3 points that coincide, P2, P3 and P4. The 3 points indicate of P is the point P2 belonging to the link 2 to the link 2, and the B3 and B4 which belonging to link 3 and 4. Now you can describe the VB4 direction is perpendicular for the link 4. This is the direction for VB4. How about the B2 and B3? B2 and B3 have the direction perpendicular with link 2. This is the direction for VB2 and VB3 with angular velocity at a link 2 or omega 2. In this case we get 2 pieces of information. First, the velocity of point B and B3 are equal and equal. Second, the angular velocity of link 3 and 4 are the same and the same direction by applying the velocity equation. VB3 equal to VB4 plus VB3 relative 4. Yeah. After the velocity polygon, we can draw and determine the angular velocity of the link 3 and link 4 like this. This is for VB3 and this is for direction for VB4, and finally direction for VB3 relative to V4. To clarify today's lesson, it's good to try the following example question below. This is for problem sample. In the following figure, we can see the mechanism with for link. If the link 2 rotate at angular speed 60 radian per second with direction clockwise, then determine about velocity at point A and B. And then second question is angular speed of link 3 and 4. This mechanism is same with the lesson before, like for instant center method. Have a for link mechanism. This illustration have scale 1 in 5 per centimeter. Okay, for the settlement from this feature, we can describe about radius O1 to A have the link 0.11 meter, and then for radius AB have 0.21 meter, and then for link 4 for the radius O1 for B is 0.145 meter. For vector analysis, we can draw the graphical analysis for the vector for the VA velocity for at point A. We can calculate for VA equal to omega 2 or angular velocity at point 2 in link 2 multiplied with radius O1 to A, and then 60 radian per second multiplied 0.11 meter, and the result is 6.6 meter per second. This is for velocity at point A. And then as you know, VA is equal to VB plus VB relative to A. This is for VBA. This is for VB. This is for VA. This is for VB relative to A. From the velocity polygon, we can describe of VB. We can measure the VB. Have the length 5.8 meter per second, and then VB relative to A have the length about 6.4 meter per second for this polygon graphical. After that, we can calculate angular speed or velocity at point B or link 3. Omega 3 equal to velocity B relative to A divided radius AB. 6.4 divided 0.21, and the result is for angular speed omega 3 is 30.47 radian per second. And then for omega 4, angular velocity at link 4 equal to VB, angular velocity at point B divided for this radius O14B. So the VB is 5.8 divided 0.145, and the result for angular velocity omega 4 or link 4 is 30.47 radian per second.
In this video, I will explain velocity analysis of a slider crank mechanism using a relative velocity method. For explaining this method, I have taken one example where a crank of length 0.5 meter is revolving in clockwise direction with some RPM. This RPM is given 180 RPM in clockwise direction. Connecting rod length is given 2 meter, and we have to determine velocity of piston, angular velocity of connecting rod, this connecting rod BP, its angular velocity, velocity of point E on the connecting rod. Now there is a point on connecting rod, its distance from P is given, PE is equal to 1.5 meter. Now velocities of rubbing at the pins off, that means velocity of rubbing at this pin, well, at this pin and this pin, this we have to determine. Last one is position and linear velocity of any point G on the connecting rod which has the least velocity. Now we have to determine a point G on this PB such that the velocity of that point, absolute velocity of that point is minimum. So for that, first we require angular velocity of this crank. This can be calculated using this data, that is 180 RPM. RPM of OB is given. From that you calculate omega, angular velocity of OB, that is angular velocity of crank, 2 pi n divided by 60. N is given 180, all other values you know. So from that you are getting 18.85 radian per second. Angular velocity of OB is 18.85 radian per second. So velocity of B with respect to O, or absolute velocity of B, can be calculated. V is equal to R omega. So VB is equal to omega into R, that is radius of this crank. It is given 0.5 meter, and omega you have calculated 18.85. From this you are getting velocity of B as 9.4 meter per second, and direction of this velocity will be perpendicular to OB, and in this direction, perpendicular to OB in this direction. Now first is we will try to determine velocity of piston. For that you require to draw configuration diagram, the same diagram which I shown before. Since dimensions are in meters, you cannot be able to draw those lengths on your A4 size sheet. So for that I have taken scale 1:20. So we will reduce the size by 1/20. So first you mark a point O. From this point you have to draw crank at an angle of 45 degree, and its length is given 0.5 meter. So 0.5 meter divided by 20, whatever centimeter you are getting, you can take this length. So in this way you will get point B. Now from point B, take a length of this connecting rod length is 2 meters. So take a length of 2 meter. That means convert that 2 meter into centimeter. That means 2 meter divided by 20. So you will get some centimeter value. Take center as B and radius as 2 meter, and cut this horizontal line. So mark that point as P. Join B to P. This is 2 meter length, and around this draw your piston. In this type of problem, you should mark 2 points at the same place. One is P, which is on slider and is moving, and another one is A. Another point you should mark A, which is on this guideway and is fixed. So A and P both are at same place, but A is assumed on this guideway and P is assumed on this piston which is moving, and A is fixed. Now we will draw velocity diagram. For that we know that velocity of B, absolute velocity of B, is given 9.4 meter per second. Again, to draw this meter per second velocity, you should take some scale. So I am assuming scale as 2 meter per second is equal to 1 centimeter. So first step is to mark all fixed points at one place. So here fixed points are O and A. So these 2 points are marked at one place. Now we know that velocity of B with respect to O, that is absolute velocity of B, which is perpendicular to OB and along this direction. So we will mark that length. This length is 9.4 meter per second. That means we have taken 2 meter per second is equal to 1 centimeter. So half of this, that means 4.7 centimeter line length line. In this way you obtain this point B. Now we know that velocity of point P with respect to B will be perpendicular to PB, and also it passed through point B. So from B, draw a line which is perpendicular to PB. This line is perpendicular to PB and passing through B. So in this line you will get point P. At the same time, point P is moving with respect to A fixed point in horizontal direction. So from A, draw a line, horizontal line. In this line also you should get point P. So point P should be in this line and in this line, both these two lines. Therefore it should be at the intersection of these two lines. That means this point is point. So this is your point P. Now join B to P. This line will represent velocity of P with respect to B, because arrowhead is towards P. If you draw arrowhead towards B, then it's velocity of B with respect to P. Now similarly join O with this point P. So this line will represent velocity of P with respect to A, and that means absolute velocity of P. So this line is one which we require here for getting velocity of piston. So this VP is velocity of P with respect to A is AP is equal to vector AP. If you measure this length, you will get 4 centimeter, and therefore this velocity, because 2 meter per second is equal to 1 centimeter, convert that. So from that you will be getting 8 meter per second. That means velocity of this piston with respect to A, or absolute velocity of this piston, is 8 meter per second, and its direction is towards this direction. That means right side direction. So this piston is moving in this direction towards right with velocity of 8 meter per second. Now to determine angular velocity of connecting rod, we require this length BP. This is velocity of P with respect to B. So this velocity of PB, velocity of P with respect to B is equal to vector BP, and when you measure this length you will get 3.4 centimeter. So apply this scale, 2 meter per second is equal to 1 centimeter, so it is coming around 6.8 meter per second. Now direction of P with respect to B is towards downward direction. That means velocity of P with respect to B is towards this direction, and therefore this connecting rod is rotating in anti-clockwise direction like this. If you keep this fixed, then P is moving in this direction towards downward. So with respect to B, this is anti-clockwise, so it is revolving anti-clockwise. So angular velocity of PB is anti-clockwise, and value of angular velocity can be obtained by relation V by R. So omega PB is equal to VPB divided by R, that is radius of rotation, that is this length PB, and it is equal to 6.8 meter per second. Velocity of this we have already obtained, divided by 2 meter is the length of PB. From that you are getting 3.4 radian per second and in anti-clockwise direction. Now to get velocity of point E on the connecting rod, now this point is on connecting rod. So this point is on PB, and therefore this point will appear here in this PB. So this E, whatever ratio this capital E is dividing this capital PB, the same ratio the small e will divide this small PB. For that you can use this relation PE divided by PB. PE divided by PB is equal to whatever you have written here, same thing in small letters you write here, which from this you will get value of PE. This value of PE is equal to capital PE into PB. This is capital PE, 1.5 PE is 1.5 meter, and PB is 3.4 centimeter. Here this length PB is 3.4 centimeter, which we have already obtained, and capital PB is 2 meter. Now remember, when you apply this relation This E is unknown, and therefore this E should appear only once in numerator or denominator, either in numerator or denominator. This E should not be in both places. For example, you cannot write capital PE divided by capital EB. Now see that PE is 1.5, so EB is 0.5. These two values are known, so you may think that you can write capital PE divided by capital EB. This way you should not write. E should appear only once, otherwise you will find difficulty in determining this small e. So in this way you obtain this PE is equal to 2.55 centimeter. So just from this point measure 2.55 centimeter and mark point E here. So this is your point E, which is at a distance from the P. Its distance is 2.55 centimeter. Now velocity of E, to get velocity of E, absolute velocity of E, you join this E from this fixed point O or A. From here join this. So this line is representing absolute velocity of E. So this velocity is vector OE, and when you measure this you will get length of 4.2 centimeter. So when you apply scale you will get 8.4 meter per second. So velocity of E is 8.4 meter per second. Now I am calculating fifth one first. So here position and linear velocity of any point G on the connecting rod. Now there is a point on G in this connecting rod PB. In this that point G we have to locate such that the velocity of G is minimum. Now G will appear here in this line only, in this line, and in such a way that its distance from O should be minimum, because we require minimum velocity, and the velocity is the line joining that point from O or A. Therefore what we will do, we will draw a line which is perpendicular to this BP. So we have drawn a line from O which is perpendicular to BP. So this line is perpendicular to BP. So wherever this line is intersecting BP, that point is your G, because OG is the smallest distance of this line BP from O. So this is the minimum velocity what you are getting. So this point G is obtained. Now again G, position of G can be fixed here by same using relation. Now here I have using BP divided by GP. Again you remember that G is not known, position of G is not known here, therefore G should appear only once. So here it is appearing only once, G. So BP divided by GP is equal to whatever you have written in small letters, same thing you should write in capital letters, capital BP divided by GP. From this you will get GP is equal to GP cross multiplication, BP into GP divided by BP. So all these values, BP, this BP total length is 2 meter, GP, small gp, where is this small gp? This small gp, when you measure this length you will get 0.9 centimeter. Now this BP, this length you have already, this BP you have already measured, this length is 3.4 centimeter. When you put all these values you will get 0.53 meter. So GP is 0.53 meters. Measure this length 0.53 here from P to G and mark that point G 0.53 meter. You should use this scale. This is what we require to determine here. Next, velocities of rubbing. Here we have to determine velocities of rubbing at this point O, B and P. Now diameters of pin here are given. Here pin diameter is 50 mm, here pin diameter is 60 mm, and here pin diameter is 30 mm. Now velocity of rubbing at first point at crankshaft. We know that velocity of rubbing is angular velocity into radius of pin. So here angular velocity of crank is omega BO, which is known 18.85 radian per second, and this another link is fixed. Therefore directly you can calculate omega into R, 18.85 into this is your diameter 50, 50 divided by 2 is radius, and divided by 1000 to convert this into meters. In this way you will be getting 0.47 meter per second for rubbing velocity at point O. Now next is at crank pin. At this point there are it is the connection of crank and connecting rod, both are revolving. So crank is rotating in clockwise direction and this connecting rod is rotating in anti-clockwise direction. Since these two are in opposite direction, therefore you have to add these two angular velocities, angular velocity of crank plus angular velocity of connecting rod. Now these two are known, 18.85 plus 3.4, 18.85 plus 3.4 into R2, radius of pin at point B, 60 mm. So 60 divided by 2000. In this way you are getting 0.67 meter per second. Now last one is crosshead pin. So here this pin, here you require velocity of rubbing. Again, angular velocity of PB is known. Angular velocity of PB is 3.4 radian per second, and angular velocity of this slider is moving along straight line. Therefore, its angular velocity is 0. So directly you can get omega PB into R3 by calculating. You will be getting 0.051 meter per second.
Okay, that's all about the lesson today. If any question, don't hesitate to ask me. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.